Has something gone totally wrong in your life and it went the opposite way and you wish somehow, some way that outcome came out differently? I know exactly how that feels. That has happened to all of us. And because it's reality and we see it with all our senses using the logical mind, we take that as fact. So we just accept what has been given to us, right? And it's probably because what the typical self would say to oneself is, it is what it is, and you can't change what is. That is not the case. That is not my reality. That is all wrong, and that's just a limiting belief. And I'll show you exactly how it's even possible by using this. Yo, what's up? Johnny here. I'm really glad you're here wherever you're at in the world. If you need some guidance and you need some one-on-one help, or you'd like to tip me a coffee for the wonderful help that I share, do check out the description below. You can always contact me privately as well there. One might believe that what happens in the past is unalterable, and those are facts of the past. But if we believe that imagination or imagining creates reality, then what it can be created and what it can make can be unmade. Everything is created through imagination. Your phone, the laptop you're using, and even the TV you're using to watch this video has been created using imagination. Even the way we communicate through frequencies, which is the internet, for us to even see this back and forth, that is also created by imagination. Without it, nothing would even exist, because imagination is God, and that is everything, and that is in all of us. The information that I'm about to share might sound ridiculous to some. So before you deny what's possible and deny that these abilities are just flat out crazy and deny it because it's all hocus pocus, pick one thing in your life that you want to change in your past and watch what happens in your life. Make your own conclusions on what is real and what is not in your reality. Here is an excerpt from Neville. The art of living is the art of forgiving. Forgiveness is in fact experiencing in imagination the revised vision of the day, experiencing in imagination what you wish you had experienced in the flesh. Anytime one really forgives, this is every time one relives the event as it should have been lived, one is born again. See, the battle man fights is fought out in his own imagination. The man who doesn't revise his day has lost the vision of that life. So the most productive thing that you can do in your life is to recall your day as you wish you lived, revising the scenes in our mind to conform to what we want it to be. So for example, let's say that you got an interview, right? And you thought it went so well. And the interviewer would say, you know what? Thanks for your time. You know, it was a really tough choice. You were a really great candidate, but we decided to go with somebody else. Just make sure to stay available. And when another position opens, just reapply. We'd be happy to re-interview you. I know this, blah, 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 this same old thing. This exactly has happened to me. And because I didn't go through the traditional way of getting a college education and deciding, you know what, I want to be a software engineer, so I decided to code on my own and learn. Even with the experience and teaching people in San Francisco how to code, I was still challenged by the status quo because I didn't have the traditional degree. And every time I'd had to prove myself. This has happened on the phone that, you know what, you sound like a really great candidate. We checked all your projects. It looks great. And that's a difference between what I had to do. Instead of showing a college degree, I would have to show off projects of things that I built, websites, mobile applications, stuff like that. But they would say, you know, you look great. We need to talk to the team. We just want to make sure you're a good fit. We're going to see and match you with other candidates and see if you're the best one. So what I did, I was like, nope, that's not going to happen. I already know the outcome of this. This is always going the wrong way for some reason. What I did was I re-script the conversation in my mind that night when I went to sleep and imagine them deciding to pick me and say, you know what? We're going to take you on. You're hired. All you have to do is just prove yourself on the job. we'll find some other candidates as well. So I reimagined, I rescript this in my mind over and over and over and over, and rescript that little clip saying, congratulations, you got the job. Congratulations, you got the job. Congratulations, you got the job. Said that over and over until I fell asleep. As I woke up, which was really early, that email was already in my inbox saying that I am already hired. They said, in the email, they said, you know what, you're hired. They gave me a contact number to get on board and go through the onboarding thing. And basically I got to work from home. And it was a company that was working out in Colorado. Because of that, I got to live in a state that I actually wanted to live in. And even though I was working remote, I decided, you know what, I want to go live there too. Because, hey, it's a cool place to be and there's so many things to do. I want to give you a more detailed way of how to use revision in your life. And instead of just a simple story that came out of my life, I want to share with you another story from somebody else. If you're getting value out of this and you don't want me to disappear into the vastness of space, do like and subscribe below. And if you already are, I really appreciate you. Please share your experiences or your thoughts on this topic, as it could help out others who are watching this. For 39 years, I had suffered from a weak back. The pain would increase and decrease, but would never leave completely. The condition had progressed to the point where I used medical treatment almost constantly. The doctor would put the hip right for the moment, but the pain simply would not go away. One night, I heard you speak of revision and wondered to myself if a condition of almost 40 years could be revised. I had remembered that at the age of 3 or 4, I had fallen backward from a very high swing and had been quite ill at the time because of a serious hip injury. From that time on, I had never been completely free from pain, and I have paid thousands of dollars to alleviate the condition to no avail. This year, during the month of August, the pain had become more intense, and one night I decided to test myself and attempt to revise the ancient accident which had been the cause of so much distress and pain, and costly medical fees most of my adult life. Many nights passed before I could feel myself back to the age of childhood play, but I succeeded. One night I actually felt myself on that swing, feeling the rush of the wind as the swing rose higher and higher. As the swing slowed down, I jumped forward, landing solidly and easily on my feet. In the imaginal action, I ran to my mother and insisted that she come watch what I could do. I did it again, jumping down from the swing and landing safely on my 2 feet. I repeated this imaginal act over and over until I fell asleep in the doing of it. Within 2 days, the pain in my back and hip began to recede, and with 2 months, pain no longer existed for me. A condition that has plagued me for more than 39 years, that has cost me a fortune and attempted to cure, was no more. If you truly desire something new or different, revising is the way to go. So changing your past changes your present and changes the outcomes of your future. You literally shift your entire reality by revising your day. If you made it this far and you really like content like this, do subscribe. I have so much more to give. Otherwise, check out this video here to help you level up your manifestation.